Hi, and welcome to this edition of OmniIndex in 300 seconds. Today, we're going to be having a look at the OmniIndex Dashboard Creator, a web-based dashboard that enables you to pull in data from the OmniIndex platform. So, first things we have to do when we get to the login screen is put our username and password in, press login. That opens up the Dashboard Creator, giving us an area that we can create a dashboard into. So, the first thing I'm going to do is remove the background image, which is here for our internal use. So, clear that and change its color. Okay, so that's the background sorted, ready for us to go in. So we have a look at our toolbar here. We have the canvas, background image, color. We have borders based on our graphs or our data elements. Do we want to give them borders? Do we want to give them radiuses? A background color of our charts now, our areas, and any font changes we want to make to those. As far as the data is concerned, we can repeat the graph. We can make it run every X amount of seconds. We can give date ranges. Do we want to show data between dates? And based on the graph, we can also pull in other data. And going up with content, we can place a header. We can place a text box on here, or we can put an image or just a blank item. So first of all, let me go and put a header in here, make him across there, which gives me the time to show that you can actually remove items. We can draw them, we can remove them from here. Just go across to the corners and you can move it. If I highlight this here, I can make the text larger or smaller, and I can change its color should I wish. Okay, pull him up there. And then before we go up onto the content, let me add a container to here. Again, as you can see, we have a moving bar. We can also remove, if I go to each corner, and down the bottom here, I can stretch. Okay, so let me change its background color. There we go, and just give it a little bit of rounded borders so we can see the difference. And still I can get to the edges and I can delete it if I want. All right, so going up into our data items themselves, we have our customer satisfaction rating based on incoming email. We can change that to a date range or to individual customers or individual workers. And we have our Twitter feed, the sentiment from Twitter and also from Instagram. And then we have our VNA, vendor neutral archive utilization. What are the utilization for a particular scanner or all scanners between certain dates or within a certain time frame? The procedures, what procedures have been carried out? Who have they been carried out on? And who was the doctor in charge there? And then further down, we have PII breaches, publicly identifiable information breaches. By person, by breach type, was it a social security number? And these again have come from outgoing and incoming emails and voice transcripts from meetings. The first thing I'm going to do is utilization. I'm not going to make any changes, just pull that in. I can choose for utilization, pie graph, bar chart, or table. So let me click on pie graph. And it's going to go out and pull the data in and format it. As you can see in the top right-hand corner up here, it's telling us that it's doing something. That's now in place. I can bring him up, move him into place I want, and I can also stretch him or make him smaller, should I so wish, and place him there. The next two items I'm going to bring in, I'm going to bring directly into the canvas. Now, we can bring multiple items in at one time, but just so we can see what's going on, I'm just going to do one at a time. So again, utilization, bring him down the bottom here. I have a table. Okay, move him up and bring him across. And then finally on this dashboard, I'm going to go into procedures and I'm going to pull across all procedures. Again, I'm not going to add any constraints, and we're going to have a bar chart this time. He's in, bring him up and stretch him across. And again, we can set the background on here. We can set the font colors. Now, that's our first dashboard created. If you want to save this, we can go to File. We can save it as a PDF file, PNG, or we can print it so that you can then use it elsewhere. The OmniIndex Dashboard in 300 seconds. Thank you for your time, and please look out for more videos in the range.